The light featherweight final underway here now. In the white, Mayssa Bastos of GF team going up against Anna Rodrigues of Alliance Jiu-Jitsu, Dream Art Academy, the high performance project, the competition squad they have there training in Sao Paulo. And Mayssa Bastos, an established world champion, a multiple-time Pan champion. And I have to say, Kendall, that I feel that there are very few people in the world who can really push, who can really test Mayssa Bastos in the technical sense. Anna Rodrigues is absolutely one of them. She's one of the very few who can go head-to-head, technically speaking, with Mayssa Bastos.
I absolutely agree. I'm really excited to see this fight. I'm watching very, very intently. Anna Rodrigues, you know, this is another interesting match, just like we talked about Liz Clay and Anna Carolina, where we have two very different kinds of demeanors on the mat. And we have another double guard pull to the stand-up, so another penalty for each athlete. We have only one more of these situations available before DQs come into play. So this third double guard pull will most likely see somebody come up.
I mean, to be honest, I think we kind of expected at this point, right?
For sure.
This double guard pull game, it's almost like the brinksmanship. They'll take each other to the edge and try and force each other into making a mistake first. Now we see Rodrigues come up from that double guard pull.
And get the two.
And it's almost a little bit strange that that is worth 2 points under the rule structure, but those are the rules. So Mayssa Bastos has elected to give the guard pull there because she wants to get in underneath and she wants to sweep Anna Rodrigues.
Beautiful action here. Yeah, it said that it wasn't was not a double guard pull here. It was Anna pulling first, but now we see 2 points for the out of bounds submission, although the side refs are calling it back, so there may not be a score here for that out of bounds action. Let's see what the official scoreboard says once the referee finalizes things with the tables. Yes, both these ladies definitely want to be in the bottom position. It looked like Mayssa may have thought that it was a double guard pull.
It's a confusion with the scorekeeper, it seems. There have been issues with the scorekeepers on this particular mat through a number of the finals so far, and unfortunately the communication between the referees and the scorekeepers is just slowing down the action here at the Pans, and to be honest needs to be fixed. It's unfortunately creating a lot of unnecessary breaks in the action that could be avoided if more attention had been paid.
Unfortunate that they went out of bounds during that exchange because they were in an established floor position, ground position, and now we're in another double guard pull, risking another penalty, which neither lady wants to have to afford right now. We are going to come up and we're going to receive another penalty per athlete, so there'll be a 2-point awarded to each one. The next penalty
it now. No
is a
more
DQ.
Penalties, right?
Correct.
I really hope we don't see a double DQ. That would not be good.
It's almost a game of chicken here, and Anna comes
so
up.
Rodrigues comes up on top now.
She will have her advantage. However, she has that 2-point lead, but now Mayssa gets to play on bottom, right? So the tables have turned a little bit. I would love to see some continuous action here. I hope they don't go out of bounds because when the action started, it was getting very spicy when they went out of bounds over there. So I'd love to see some more of that.
That's Anna Rodrigues' style, right?
Absolutely.
Because Mayssa Bastos is the clinical technician.
Calculated,
whereas, Anna Rodrigues is incredibly technical, but she just brings this extra layer of aggression, of
She's
intensity.
very fierce,
yeah, very fierce when she competes. So that's the edge, right? Because technique versus technique is good, but sometimes the hustle is what wins it.
And we have 2 points here for Mayssa Bastos.
That was a sweep right there for Mayssa.
They're going to go ahead and restart in the middle with those same grips. She looks like she may be in a strong passing position here. I'm really interested to see this stylistically because, like you said, Anna brings that really that big fierceness to the fight, and we don't always see Mayssa have to deal with that because she gets so technically ahead so early on in the fight. So now with a fight that's a little bit more even,
yeah, it's 4-4 now with 2 advantages to 1 in favor of Rodrigues. So incredibly close. Those 3 penalties, yikes, makes me nervous.
Yeah, see, they cannot do anything wrong. I mean, now the issue there with all those guard pulls is that you don't leave any room for error if you do have any mistakes or anything. So it's very, you have to be very careful. Now in this double-seated position again, and Rodrigues will come on the top for the 2-point sweep. Mayssa okay with that though. She loves attacking from the bottom position, so not worried about the 2 points. We often find her going to the back from the bottom position or having incredible submissions as well. And we see her looking towards the back here.
Oh, she's going for the crab ride.
Not a surprise, but Anna also very savvy in these positions as well. So doing a great job at escaping her hips out. So again, Anna is in the top position now, so if Mayssa were to come up, it would be 2 points, but obviously she is not too worried about that. It looks like she is excited about looking for submissions and the back, which is the consistent story with Mayssa Bastos.
Locked into this leg fighting game, really the story of this match so far, and to be expected really. I mean, that's definitely the style that we know of from Mayssa Bastos, right? She's always looking for the Berimbolo. She's looking for the crab ride.
About 5.5 minutes left here, and seeing a lot of rotation action, but now we see, it looks like Anna Rodrigues is looking for this footlock grip but not able to get a nice bite on it, and both ladies feel very comfortable looking back at their corner, which we don't always see, but very, cool and collected. Mayssa using that left leg to get some extension here by pressing against Anna Rodrigues. But Anna's sucking that leg back in again. I know she's been looking for that footlock grip, but Mayssa just consistently rotating through, and now they're gonna go out of bounds again.
See, this is it, that Rodrigues, that's what happens when you put her in a bad spot. She doesn't just answer technically, she answers technically, but she answers with serious intent as well. So I think that's what happens. Mayssa Bastos sometimes, that her opponents, they get sucked into this technique versus technique game. And the honest answer is usually Mayssa will win. But the difference is Anna Rodrigues, where she understands those technical problems, and she doesn't just answer technically, but she answers intensely, and that really is key to going head-to-head with somebody like Mayssa Bastos.
So Anna very clearly comfortable on top now. She was insisting on the bottom position, but now with no penalties left to spare, doesn't hesitate 2 times in a row coming up for the advantage, and she is, doing a great job stapling that bottom leg with her right shin.
Big pressure.
Yep, using that left hand to control the bottom of the jacket to elevate the hips of Mayssa Bastos. Not quite able to get the feet over the head, but doing a good job controlling the hips. And again, I really hope they stay in bounds here, because we're going to see some good action as Anna gets going. Beautiful stapling of the leg on the right side. A lot of heavy pressure, but Mayssa's guard retention just so incredible. She looks so comfortable here. And Anna does, she has a 2-point lead, but she also has a couple advantages in the lead as well from coming up on those double guard pulls. Some big passing movement from Anna. Beautiful leg drag entry, but Mayssa brings that right knee up just in time to bring her foot in between herself and Anna Rodrigues to prevent the pass. In order to pass here, Anna would need to bring that foot across, but now that foot is hooked underneath the armpit in more of a knee shield style.
Rodrigues' grips, so good, but not just that. Her ability to lower her base and to stuff the legs of Mayssa Bastos, because Mayssa is so good at getting underneath her opponents, but she hasn't so far been able to get in underneath Rodrigues, right?
Right. We see Yara Soares yelling and coaching Anna Rodrigues, which is funny because she will say that Anna Rodrigues is one of her best partners, even though they are total opposite ends of the weight spectrum. So
like
Anna
feather versus super heavy.
That's right, and Anna brings that that fiery training, or that fiery style to the training room as well, clearly, right, to go with these super heavy. So well prepared for people her own size, as we can see here with Mayssa Bastos. And under 3 minutes left, holding a 2-point lead on the top position. But Mayssa not to be counted out. She's so strong from this position, getting to the back. strong sweeps, attacking submissions. I mean, she is just such a technician and just constantly chasing. And here we see so much pressure from Anna. Mayssa is just folded up, but still doesn't even really look in danger because of how consistent her guard is with this guard retention. Anna using a lot of that stapling technique with the right shin, trying to turn Mayssa's hips to the left so she can pass around to the other side. And I like what we're seeing from Anna here, where that she's very relentless in this passing. She's definitely not just hanging out on top waiting for Mayssa to figure out how she's going to score and win. She wants the pass, she wants to finish. She likes to play and finish dominantly.
Non-stop work rate from both, and I gotta say, I think that Mayssa Bastos, you wouldn't know it to look at her, but I can just tell from her body movements. I can tell from the way that she's playing the guard. I feel like she's a little frustrated because she's not finding the openings that she's used to.
I don't think people usually bring this kind of pressure to her guard.
And usually she's so used to being able to control her opponents with whatever she needs. But there's an leg entry coming in underneath for the 50.
Unfortunately, they are going to go out of bounds here. We'll see what the decision from the referee is, if they're going to reset the same position and maybe award the 2 to Mayssa Bastos. Very hard to say when the knee and the shin came up for that sweep, that top position transition. It's very clear that she was on her way, but the rule is when the referee says stop, and it looks like he is going to reset them in that top position here. So Mayssa will get the 2 points. However, she still is losing by these 2 advantages with a very, very short time to go, about 30 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, we see now a side referee scoring 2. There it is, 2 points for Bastos.
I was confused for a second there we go.
Waiting to see it.
We're in.
But the problem is, as you mentioned, down those advantages in this 50-50, difficult to take herself out of this position to be able to score those points.
That's right, Anna Rodrigues just holding on here, checking the time.
6-6, 2 advantages to 1, and only 5 seconds left on the clock. It looks like Anna Rodrigues is going to take gold here at the 2021 Pan Championships.
A lot of booing going on here. Anna Rodrigues gives a big bow. Doesn't mind at all. Mayssa looked a little bit confused. I'm not sure if there was a confusion about one of the scores, but it seems like things were followed pretty closely to me.
Interesting that a section of the crowd would choose to boo her for that performance, given that she just beat one of the very best women, pound-for-pound women in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. No one has brought things to Mayssa Bastos the way that we just saw, as far as I can remember. Yeah, very, very upsetting to hear that. I mean, this is a very tough match from both ladies. Anna Rodrigues definitely bringing her best. I think people may have been a little bit confused about a lot of the calls that were made with the double guard pulls and going out of bounds and things like that.
It is complicated. It'll test your knowledge of the rules, that's for sure.
It's hard to follow, right? But
they'll take those...
definitely not the fault of the athletes, right? They gave their best.
They'll take them over to the podium now for the medal ceremony. Here's a replay of the best moments. There's really that was the tale of the entire match, right? It was just this oh, let's go over to the podium if we can, so we can we'll get the medal presentations, because really the action was back and forth, and it was one of those very, very difficult, very close matches that was very